Hello everyone, welcome to Legacy IAS. Today we will be starting with time and work. Over the course of few videos, we will be covering this entire chapter. Okay, now let's see. So time and work. A typical question to this in this chapter looks like, if A and B do certain work in 15 days and C does this work alone in 10 days, then in how many days A, B and C together will complete the work. ओके इन हिंदी, अगर एक काम को दो आदमी इतने दिन में, ए और बी जो है वो मिलके इतने दिन में करते हैं, और एक और आदमी आ जाता है सी जो इस पूरे काम को इतने दिन में कर सकता है, तो ये तीनों अगर मिलकर काम करने लग जाए तो कितने दिन में होगा. लाइक क्वेश्चंस लाइक दिस. ओके, नाउ हाउ यू डू क्वेश्चंस लाइक दिस. सो फर्स्ट थिंग, लेट्स सी द वेरी बेसिक ऑफ इट. लेट्स से a house has to be constructed. Now there are two players or two laborers. Now A and B. Now A can construct this house in 10 days and B can construct this house in, let's say, 20 days. Now by intuition you know that if A is doing this work in 10 days and B is doing this work in 20 days, then of course A is much more efficient than A. Now usually when things are more efficient, they are more in number also, correct? Like the calorific value higher, it means it is a better fuel. Speed higher, that means it is a better vehicle that is running. So our intuition is कि कोई चीज ज्यादा है तो अच्छी है, correct? Now here you are getting it opposite. So even though 20 days is more than 10 days, he is more efficient. You understand why it is so, but this gets sometimes tricky to think and calculate. Now what you can do is, let's try to calculate how much work is completed by them in one day. So in 10 days he completes the entire work, so in one day he will complete 1/10 of the work, and in 20 days he completes the entire work, so in one day he will complete 1/20th of the work. Now if this is so, 1/10 and 1/20, now you can clearly see this is coming out to be greater. That is 1/10 is greater than 1/20, and it also satisfies that A is more efficient than B. So that is why you can take them in ratios. But an even better method is to simply use something called efficiency. Something called efficiency. Now this works very well for us to do questions. Understand this. Now any work done will be equal to efficiency into time. Okay, that is, now from here, now total work that has to be done by A and B, that is to create a house, that is same house they are trying to make, so W is same. Now you have the efficiency of A into time taken by A. Now simply efficiency of A will be total amount of work upon total days that A takes to complete this work. So how many days he takes? He takes 10 days. Similarly efficiency of B will be total amount of work is W and he takes 20 days. Correct? So this is the value W and here 20. Now instead of taking it as 1 or W, what we can do is we can take the LCM of 10 and 20, so that when I take LCM of 10 and 20, let's say some bigger number, let's say 40. Now 40 is completely divisible by 10 and 40 is also completely divisible by 20. So what you will get is whole numbers, and also in the correct order, that is EA will be greater than EB. Okay, so that is what we want. Now let's see how we will use this efficiency in questions. Yeah, like there is a question, this A completes a work in 10 days while B and C complete it in 12 and 15 days respectively. In how many days can A, B and C together complete the work? Now see, first thing that you should do in questions like this is, whatever days are given to you, whatever time is given to you in any form, just circle it. So this is 10 days, then next is 12 days, next is 15 days. Correct? Now, this is time taken by A, B and C. Now, what you do, just take the LCM of all these three. Take the LCM of 10, 12 and 15. What will be the LCM? Now, how to find LCM? You can of course do using that 10, 12, 15 and solve it at 2, then 3. Otherwise, just take the next multiples of the largest number. So 30, 15 is not divisible by other 2, 30 is not divisible by other 2, 45 not divisible, correct? 12 is an even number, 60 is divisible by 10 also, 12 also. So you take the largest number, take its multiples, and when you divide it by the other two numbers, if it is completely divisible, take that as your LCM. So here LCM would be 60. Now, once the LCM becomes 60, now you take this 60 to be total units of work. So total unit of work is 60. Now I will write efficiency of A, B and C. See how? So efficiency of A will be this 60, that is the total unit of work, divided by the time taken by A. Why? Because we had written that work is equals to efficiency into time, or efficiency is equals to work by time. So work is 60 divided by 10, that is the time taken. So 60 by 10, efficiency of A is 6. Similarly, 60 by 12, efficiency of B is 5. Then 60 by 15, efficiency of C is 4. So what you got? 6, 5, 4. Now take this sum. What you get? 6 plus 5 is 11. 11 plus 4 is 15. Why we have taken sum? Because the question says, in how many days can A, B and C together complete the work? In how many days they can together complete the work? That is why now when I have to calculate work is equals to efficiency into time. Now here I will take the effective efficiency, and effective efficiency comes from where? It comes from the question. Whatever is asked in the question becomes your effective efficiency. Okay. Now total work, what we have calculated, or we have assumed it to be 60 units. So total work is 60 units. Now effective efficiency is what? Whatever is given in the question. Now the question asks when A, B and C together work, then how it will be completed. So if they are working together, their effective efficiency becomes all the sum, that is 15. So this becomes 15 into 9. Clearly 15 ones are 15, this is 4. So time came out to be 4 days. That is, answer becomes C. That is, they can complete this work in 4 days. Understood? Now, as you can see, it came out much lesser than this. Why? Because that was those people working alone. Now, all three of them, if they work together, it will be in much smaller time. That's why you got the answer as 4 days. Understood? This was asked in UPSC 2003. Let's see one more question. Now, see this question from CSAT 2015. Now, it may look different to you, but it is actually the same question. Just the structure is changed. Okay. Otherwise, it's the same question. You can pause and try. Now, see. Two pipes A and B can independently fill a tank completely in 20 and 30 minutes. Okay. If both the pipes are opened simultaneously, how much time will they take to fill the tank completely? Okay. Isn't it like the same? Like two people can make a tank in 20 minutes and 30 minutes respectively. Now if they both try to make the tank together, in how much time they will complete this? Isn't it like that? So here, instead of people, you have pipes. Okay. People are being created to pipes, not literally, just in this question. So this is 20, this is 30. What you do? Whatever time is given, 20, 30 you pick. You find the LCM. LCM of 20 and 30. How you find that? Whatever is the bigger number, take its multiple. So LCM of 20 and 30, what it will be? The 30 into 30 is not divisible by 20, but 30 into 2, 60 is divisible by 20. So this becomes 60 is the LCM. So 60 is the total units of work that you should imagine. Once you get to this, then if both pipes are, now first let's find the efficiency. Efficiency of pipe A and efficiency of pipe B. Now always you write only the efficiency here of A and B, not that division this that. Simply write the efficiency. So efficiency of A is 60 divided by 60 divided by 20. What is the efficiency? 3. Then 60 divided by 30 is the efficiency of B. Okay, so this comes out to be 60 by 30, that is 2. Now if both are open together, that means effective efficiency becomes 5. Now work is equals to efficiency into time, or effective efficiency into time. Effective efficiency comes from where? From the question. From the question, what is written? If both are opened together, that means their sum. So 3 plus 2, 5. So work done total, we have assumed it to be 60. Efficiency, effective efficiency becomes 5 into time we have to find out. So 1 time, 12 time, what you got? T is equals to 12 minutes. That is, if both pipes are open together, they will fill the tank in only 12 minutes. Understood? This is how you do simple questions based on time and work. Finding the efficiency and then using this effective efficiency according to whatever is given in the question to find out the time. That's it. Thank you. Hello everyone. So this is part 2 of the time and work series. Okay. Eventually we will be covering this entire chapter. Now what it says, now this in last video what we had seen simple the basics of time and work and how they can be used to calculate. Okay, in that we learnt about efficiency, time, work and effective efficiency. Work came from the LCM of whatever times are given to you, and efficiency came from work upon time. Correct? That was efficiency. Okay, now we will do some different kind of questions where instead of giving you the complete time period that A or B or any person takes, they are giving you time period to complete some amount of work instead of completing the entire work. Now, for example, see this question. A can do 2/3 of a piece of work in 20 days and B can do 20% of a work in 12 days. Together they will take how much time to finish the work? Now, see how it works. So 2/3 work. Now understand that 100%. Now anything complete or a work being complete or anything like this. So anything complete is equivalent to 100% or in fraction equal to 1. Correct? Anything being complete. So like we say ना कि कितने मार्क्स का बना क्या 100% बना दिया. I have done 100%. That means I have completed the entire paper. Correct? Now I have given my 100%. That is, I have given my complete effort. Now, so complete or a work that is completely done is equivalent to 100%, or in fraction it is equivalent to 1. How this comes? From percentage to fraction if you have to change. So you remove the percentage sign, then you divide it by 100. So 100 by 100, this comes out to be 1. Correct? So complete means 100% or 1. Now, once you get this, now every time any figure other than 100% or 1 or complete work is given to you, you first convert it into complete work. Now, how? See this. 2/3 of a piece of work is done in 20 days by A. So A does 2/3 of work in 20 days. Now, what you want? You want here 1, because 1 represents complete work. So you want here 1. Now how can you get 1? You multiply both sides by 3/2, or you multiply 3 here and 2 here. So here it is in multiplication, there you can go in division. So now work will come out to be 20 into 3 by 2, that is 10, that is 30. Now that means A completes the entire work in 30 days. Intuitively also you can understand that if A can complete 2/3 work in 20 days, then it will complete 1/3 work in 10 days and it will complete the entire work in 30 days. So A completes entire work in 30 days. Next is B can do 20% of work in how many days? In 12 days. Now this 20% I don't like. What I always want here is 1 or 100%. So 20% को 100% कैसे बनाएं? How do I make 20% into 100%? You multiply both sides by 5. So what you get here? You get 100% here multiplied by 5. So you get 100% here and 100% of work. Now this is equal to 12 into 5 is 60 days. That is 100% of work is, that is total work. So B can complete the entire work in 60 days. Now you have gotten just like the earlier problem, that instead of this you can write that A can do a piece of work in 30 days, B can do the same piece of work in 60 days. Then if they work together, in how much time they will finish the work. Now it becomes same as what we had done before. Understood? Now how do you do this? First remember, you take the LCM of 30 and 60, that is for A and B. 30 and 60 LCM is 60, correct? Now 60 you got here, then efficiency of A is 60 by 30, that is 2. Efficiency of B is 60 by 60, that is 1. Correct? Efficiency of A and B both you got. Now they are working together. Okay, let them work together. Then effective efficiency becomes what? 2 plus 1, that is 3. So effective efficiency becomes 3. Now if effective efficiency is 3, now you need to find how much time they will take to complete the work. Now 60 is what? The LCM that you get is the total units of work. So you take it as work upon efficiency is the time. So what you get? Total work is what? Total work is 60 units. Correct? Divided by effective efficiency is 3. So 60 by 3, what you get? 20 days. That is, they can all together work and complete the work in 20 days. Understood? That is how you have to do. First thing, just convert this. If 2 by 3, 1 by 4, something in fraction is given, convert it into 1. If something in percentage is given, 20%, 30%, 40%, convert it into 100%. Then what you get? You get what amount of time they will take to complete the entire work. Once you get the entire work time taken, then the process is same. LCM, efficiency, work divided by effective efficiency gives you the time. That's it. Now, let's do another question like this. Yeah. So this is a previous year question from CSAT 2016. Let's do this. What it says, W can do 25% of a work in 30 days. Okay, W can do a work 25. So W 25% in 30 days. Now, how do you get 100% here? So W can do 25% of work in 30 days. Now, how do you get 100 here? You want 100 here, correct? So, this you multiply both sides by 4. So, what you get? W can do 100% of work in 120 days. So, W can do the entire work in 120 days. This you got. Similarly, you can do for the next one, that is X. X can do 1 by 4 work in 10 days. X can do 1 by 4 work in 10 days. That means X can do 1 work instead of 100. Here, if it is fraction, you want 1 here. So X can do the complete work in, you multiply this 4 here. So this becomes 40 days. Correct? So X can do the same work in 40 days. Next is Y. Now Y can do 40% of the work in 40 days. Now Y can do 40% of work in 40 days. Then Y can do 100% of work in how many days? Now it's very simple. 40% in 40 days. Then 100% in how many days? That means it does in one day. If I cut 0 and 0, in one day it gets, if I cut 0 and 0 and 4 and 4 also, so in one day it gets 1%, so in 100% it will get in 100 days. Correct? 40% it does in 40 days, that means 1% each day. Correct? Or now he has to do 100%, so he will take 100 days. So Y came out to be 100 days. Now last is X, Y and Z. For Z it is said that it does 1/3 of the work in 13 days. Now 1/3 13 days. Now what you want? Z 1 and in how many days? 3 you will multiply, so in 39 days. So Z does the whole work in 39 days. Understood? So you have got the figures 120, 40, 100 and 39. Which is taking the least time to do this? Of course, Z is taking the least time, that is 39 days. Understood? Then let's do next. Yeah, let's do this. Now, what it says, a person X can complete 20% of the work. Now, X 20% in 8 days. So, X 100%, that is multiplied by 5. This will be completed in 40 days. Correct? So, X can do the whole work in 40 days. Now, another person Y can complete 25% of the same work in 6 days. Now, Y can do 25% of work in 6 days. That means Y can do 100% of the work. Both sides multiplied by 4 gives you 24 days. So Y can do 100% work in 24 days. Now, if they work together, in how many days will 40% of the work be completed? Okay, great. First, let's calculate. Now we have got it. How much time X takes to complete the entire work? How much time Y takes to complete the entire work? We can simply find out first if X and Y work together, in how many days they can complete the work. Then 40% of that we'll take and we'll get the number of days it will take to complete 40% of work. So this is 40, this is 24. First thing that you do is find the LCM. LCM of 40 and 24. What this will be? What this will be? 40 into 2, 80 divided by 24? No. Then next 120. 120 divisible by 24? Yes. Correct? 24 5s are 120. So LCM is 120. Then let's write the efficiency of X. So 120 divided by 40. Efficiency of X is 3. Then 120 divided by 24. Efficiency of Y is 120 divided by 24 is 5. So efficiency of X also you know, efficiency of Y also you know. Now if they work together, then effective efficiency becomes what? 3 plus 5, that is 8. So effective efficiency is 8. Now total units of work is 120 units. Correct? So one total work upon effective efficiency will give us the time. So 120 divided by 8. How many times this will go? This will go 1 time. 4 will remain, with 40 it will go 5 times. So 15 days is what you got. So in 15 days they will complete the entire work. So in 15 days they will complete 100% of the work. But the question asks what? Questions ask you that what time they will complete 40% of the work. So for that what you should do? You should have 40% here. So divide both the sides by 2.5. Correct? We can do that. Divide both the sides by 2.5. Divide both the sides by 2.5. So let's see here. So you have 100 divided by 2.5%. This will be completed in 15 divided by 2.5 days. Now 100 divided by 2.5. what it will be? This will be 1000 divided by 25, correct? 1 time, this will go 4 times and 0 times. So what you got? 40%. This is what you wanted. Now here what you have? 15 divided by 2.5 or 150 divided by 25. Correct? How many times this will go? 1 time and 6 times. That means 40% of the work will be completed in 6 days. That becomes your answer. Understood? By general observation also, if whole work is getting completed in 15 days, 40% will be completed in how many days? 15 into 40%. Correct? 15 into 40% is 0.4. So 0.4 into 50 gives you what? 6. So 6 days it will be. Understood? That's it for this class. Thank you. Okay. Hello everyone. Welcome to Legacy IAS. So today we'll be continuing with our time and work lectures. Now see this. So we had started with the basic introduction, that was the first video. After that we had done some basic questions, correct? Today what we will be doing is questions based on combination based questions. For example, you might have seen that A, B together can do a work in 7 days, B and C together can do it in 6 days. In how many days A, B and C together, all three together will complete the work? So questions like this, that is combination of A, B, C and whatever. Understood? Now let's get started. So first thing is A and B can do a piece of work in 4 days. Okay. If A can do it alone in 12 days, how much time will B take to finish it alone? This was asked in UPSC 1981, before all of us were born. Okay. Now the thing is how you do this. So if any combination is given, let's say A plus B is taking this much time, whatever, 4 days. Now just write all of them in reciprocals. Write all of them in time reciprocals. Write all of them in time reciprocals. See how does this work. So I say that A will take 1 by A, whatever is the time taken by A, I'll write it like this, plus 1 by time taken by B. Like this I'll write all of them. Okay, so let's do it. Now A and B can do a piece of work in 4 days. Okay, so 1 by A plus 1 by B can do a work in 4 days. So 1 by 4, simple. Time reciprocals. This is time taken by A to complete the job alone. This is time taken by B to complete the job alone. When they are working together, they are completing it in 4 days. So 1 by 4. All are in the denominator we have times. Understood? Above we have 1, 1, 1. Okay, actually this is what you had written. No, work is equals to efficiency into time. You had written this, correct? Now if I take work upon efficiency, then this is also equal to time, or I can say that efficiency is equals to work upon time. Now if I take work to be 1 unit, then efficiency becomes what? 1 by T. And that is why when A and B are working together, so you add their efficiencies. We used to add their efficiencies in basic questions. So instead of efficiency, now we are adding 1 by T, 1 by T, whatever time they take. That's it. Now let's write it. So if A alone can do it in 12 days, so here I write 1 by 12 days plus 1 by B, I don't know. This is equal to 1 by 4. Now how much time will B take to finish it alone? Now how do I do this? Simply 1 by B is here. 1 by 4 minus 1 by 12. This gives you what? This gives you 12. How many times this will go? 3 minus 1. So 2. 1, 6. What you got? 1 by 6. Or if 1 by B is equals to 1 by 6, that means B is equals to 6 days. In this type of question, whatever the value you guess is in terms of days. Why? Because we are writing time in denominator. Okay, so 6 became your answer. Got it? Simple. Okay, similarly you have to write Reciprocals of 1, for in place of A, what you will write? 1 upon whatever time A takes alone to complete a work. Similarly for B and all of them. Then let's do another question. This is, A can lay a railway track in 16 days, B in 12 days. With the help of C, they can finish the job in 4 days. All are working together throughout. In how many days can C alone do it? Correct? So, if all three of them are working together, then 1 by time taken by A plus 1 by time taken by B plus 1 by time taken by C is equals to whatever time is given for all three of them when they work together. What time they take? With the help of C, they finished the job in 4 days, all working together throughout. So in 4 days, they completed it entirely. So 1 by 4. Now, A can alone do it in how many days? 16 days. So here it becomes 1 by 16 plus B can do it in 12 days. So 1 by 12 plus 1 by C is equals to 1 by 4. Correct? Now, value of 1 by C will be equal to what? 1 by 4 minus 1 by 16 minus 1 by 12. Now, you can take, what will be the LCM? 16 is not the LCM. 32? No, 48. 48 can be the LCM. So 48, how many times this goes with 4? 12 times. 16, how many times this will go? 3 times. 12, how many times this will go? 4 times. So what you got? 12 minus 3 minus 4 or 12 minus 7, that is 5 by 48. This came out to be value of 1 by C. But what you want? C in this gives you the number of days it will take. So it will take 48 by 5 days or 9.6 days. Okay, that's it. That is how you have to do. Whatever is given, write in 1 by 1 by 1 by terms. Now, let's see another one. Yeah, you can pause and try this one if you want. What is given? A work can be completed by P and Q in 12 days, by Q and R in 15 days, and R and P in 20 days. In how many days all three of them will finish the work together? Now, first one, P and Q are working, so 1 by P plus 1 by Q. This is completed in 12 days, so 1 by 12, correct? Next one, Q and R are working together, complete in 15 days, so 1 by Q plus 1 by R is equals to 1 by 15. Then next, R and P, so 1 by R plus 1 by P is equals to 1 by 20. Simple. Same thing we are doing again and again, correct? So we have written all these combination. Whatever is the combination, you write it in this terms only, 1 upon whatever time they take to do it alone. Simple. Now, how do you solve this? You simply add all three equations. Simply add all three equations. What you'll get? You'll get 2 times 1 by P plus 1 by Q plus 1 by R. Correct? 1 by Q you can see 2 times, 1 by R you can see 2 times, 1 by P you can see 2 times. Now, this will be equal to sum of all these three, which is 1 by 12 plus 1 by 15 plus 1 by 20. How many times this will go? 12, 15, 20. 15 twos are 30, correct? Not divisible by or 20 twos are 30, not divisible by or 23s are 60. 60 is divisible by all of them, so 60 becomes the LCM. How many times this will go with 12? 5 times. With 15 this will go 4 times. With 20 this will go 3 times. That's it. What you got? 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 plus 3 is 12. So this becomes 12 by 60 or 1 by 5. Correct? But there is 2 here also. So you send 2 there. What you get is 1 by Q plus 1 by P plus 1 by Q plus 1 by R is equals to 1 by 10. Because I have sent this 2 here. Now, that means, what is this? That means if all three of them work together, it will take them how many days? 10 days. So this becomes your answer. Understood? Simple. This is the logic how you do combination based questions. Okay, when they are working throughout. In the next class, we'll see, you might have seen questions like some people are let's say A, B, C start the work together, then A leaves in the midway and some D joins in the midway, then they work for this many days. So all that we'll see in next class. Understood? This is simple combination problems. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to Legacy IAS. Now we will be continuing our time and work series. Now in that we had seen in the first video some basic introduction about time and work. Then we saw some simple or basic questions related to it. Then we did some combination based question. Okay, that A and B together, A, B and C together do this work, this, that. Now we'll be doing questions in which someone leaves or joins midway. So in the midway, someone will leave or join. Okay, those questions are A and B started working together. Then after working for 8 days, A left. The remaining work was completed by B. Like this questions. So that we'll see. Let's get started. Okay, so this is the question. Now, A can do a piece of work. A and B can do a piece of work in 4 days. Oh, sorry. What changed? Yeah, this one. Yeah. A can do a piece of work in 12 days and B can do it in 18 days. They work together for 2 days, then A leaves. How long will B take to finish the remaining work? See, how you solve questions like this is by drawing a very basic timeline. Like this. Now see, here at the top you write the time. Below the line you write the efficiency. Okay, these are the two terms you have to write. Now just divide it like this, and now you know one thing by the basic lectures, that work is equals to efficiency into time or time into efficiency. So if I multiply this term and this term, I'll get the work here. Now let's get started. So first thing what we have learned in basic lecture, 12 days, A completes something in 12 days, B completes in 18 days. So how you used to find total units of work? Total units of work was LCM of both of these, that is 12 and 18. What is the LCM? LCM is 36, 18 to the 36, correct? So 36 is the LCM. That means total units of work is 36 units. This is the total work. Now they work together for 2 days. So for how many days? 2 days. Who is working together? A and B. So let's write A plus B. Now here what we write? The sum of their efficiencies. Now see, if 36 units is total work, 12 is the time that A takes, then A has an efficiency of 36 by 12, that is 3. Similarly, B has an efficiency of 36 by 18, that is 2. Now A plus B will be what? 2 plus 3, that is 5. Now we go to next. Now what so they work together for 2 days, then A leaves. How long will B take to finish the remaining work? So A has left. Now let's say X days are taken here. Okay, and who is working for these X days? Only B. So only B is working. What is the efficiency of B? B's efficiency is 2. Correct? Now you simply multiply them to get units of work. So work done in these 2 days is 2 into 5 plus. Work done in these X days is X into 2. Correct? Time into efficiency. So X into 2. Now sum of both of these is the total work that gets completed. What is the total units of work? 36. So this is equal to 36. What you get is 10 plus 2x is equals to 36, or 2x is equals to 26, 36 minus 10, or x is equals to 13 days. That's it. So 13 days becomes your answer. Understood? This way you have to draw it. Above will be the time, below will be the efficiency. Then you multiply them and add them like this. Equate them to the total units of work. That's it. Now, let's do another question. Yeah, this. What it says, Ram and Sham work on a job together for 4 days and complete 60% of it. This was in CSAT 2016. Ram takes leave, then Sham works for 8 more days to complete the job. How long would they take to complete the entire job alone? Now see, Ram and Sham work on a job together for how many days? Together they work for 4 days. Time I write above, efficiency I write below. Okay, so they work together for 4 days. Who? Ram and Sham. I don't know the efficiency of any of them, so I am writing R plus S. Okay, let their efficiencies be R and S. Now what is given? And complete 60% of it. And complete, so this is time, this is efficiency. Now this is 60% completed. That means 4 into R plus S is equals to 0.6 W, or 60% of work that gets done. Understood? Now next part, Ram takes leave then and Sham works for 8 more days. So 8 works. Who is working? Only Sham. Correct? Only Sham is working for those next 8 days and he completes the job. Now 60% काम तो already हो गया था. 0.6 W was already done. 60% of work is 60 by 100, that is 0.6 W was already done. Now next is 8S is actually what? 8 into S is actually the remaining work, that is 0.4 W, because W is total work that we have assumed. So W is, let's say, total work. Then 60% of W is 0.6 W, 40% is the remaining 0.4 W. That's it. Now what you can do? You can multiply this by 2. So what you get? You get 8R plus 8S is equals to 1.2 W, because this will also get multiplied by 2. Then this is what? This is 8S is equals to 0.4 W. Correct? Now what you can do? You can simply replace it or subtract it, whatever. So 8S is 0.4 W. Just put it here. So what you get? You get 8R plus. In place of 8S, I am writing 0.4 W plus 0.4 W is equals to 1.2 W. Now 8R becomes equal to what? 1.2 minus 0.4, that is 0.8 W. Now I am multiplying both sides by 10 to remove this decimal. So this becomes 80R is equals to 8W. How many times this will go? Cross 1 time, 10 time. So what you got? You got W is equals to 10 into R. Have you seen this before? Have you seen some expression like this before? Yes, this is nothing but work is equals to time into efficiency, because R was the efficiency. So this part is done. So what you are getting is actually time taken by R to do it completely alone. Correct? And that is what is asked. How long would R take to complete the entire job? So this will be how many days? 10 days. By simple comparison, you can get to it. Understood? Okay. Now, next question. Yeah. A can do a piece of work in 40 days. He works at it for 8 days. Then B finish the work in 16 days. How long will they take to complete the work if they do it together? Okay. Now, see. Again, I draw a timeline. Okay. Now see this. A can do a piece of work in 40 days. Now, see, it is not given in how much time B will complete the job. So what I can still assume is work done is equal to what? Time into efficiency. This is true, correct? Now let's do work. Total work in this case will be efficiency of A is, I assume it to be A. Now how many days A takes to complete this? He takes 40 days. So this is 40A. Correct? That means total work is equals to 40A units. So this is the work that we assume. That is total work is 40A. Understood? You can also do it using making efficiency of A is equals to 1, but all that is not needed. This is much more logical. So 40A becomes the total work. Now, let's see it further. A can do a piece of work in 40 days. Okay. Then he works at it for 8 days. So 8 days, who is working? A. Okay. Then we finish the work in 16 days. So in next 16 days, we finishes this. Then we finish the work in 16 days. Correct? Now, how long will they take to complete the work together? Now, what we can write here is this was actually time, this is actually efficiency. Simply multiply them. What you will get? 8A plus 16B is equals to total units of work kitni hai? What is the total units of work? 40A. So this is equal to total work units, that is 40A. Now it is simple. So this becomes 16B is equals to 40A minus 8A is equals to 32A, or B is equals to 2A. Correct? B is equals to 2A. Now, once you get B is equals to 2A, then it becomes fairly easy. Now, what combination is given to you? So, 40A is the total work upon effective efficiency gives you the time. Correct? Total work, this we have seen before in first, second lectures. Total work upon effective efficiency. Now, total work is what? Total work is same 40A divided by effective efficiency is what? Effective efficiency is actually A plus B. Now, A is A, that's fine. B can be written as 2A. So, effective efficiency becomes 3A. So, 40A divided by 3A. Now, of course, A and A will cancel out. 40 by 3 will remain. That is 13.33 days. This is the amount of time that will be taken if they do it together. Understood? Okay. So this is how you do questions. When one person comes, one person leaves, simply draw the timeline, write time above, efficiency below, multiply them, and then add all of this gives you the total units of work. If total units of work can be calculated, if A and B alone everything is given, calculate total units of work. If that is not given, only one person is given, use something like this in variables. Also, another way is you can take efficiency of A to be 1. That way also you can do this. So if that is 1, then you get 8 plus, now here you will get 16B. Now if efficiency of A is 1, then total units of work is what? Total units of work is 40 units. So what you get? 60B is equals to 40 minus 8, that is 32, or B is equals to 2. So A is equals to 1, B is equals to 2. Total units of work is 40. So this becomes 40 if they are working together. So A plus B, 1 plus 2, same answer. Okay, it depends on you. Okay, you can take efficiency of A to be 1 and then calculate B accordingly. Understood? Okay, that's it for this lecture. Hello everyone, welcome to Legacy IAS. We'll be continuing our series of time and work. Now, in this we had started with time and work introduction we had done, okay, in the first video. After that we had done some basic questions related to this, in which we learned what is efficiency, how we calculate efficiency of different people, all this. Then after that we did some combination based questions. Okay, for example, A and B work together, B and C work together, A B C work together, that. Then we had saw where we had seen that some person left or joined midway. Okay, so in the midway, A, B and C were working on something, then B left after working for 2 days, then A and C completed the remaining work, this. So somebody leaves in the middle or joins in the middle. These 4 we had seen. If you have not seen, please see them before. Now, what we'll be dealing with today is questions related to efficiency. That is, differential efficiency is there. Differential efficiency is there. Then how would you deal with it? Now see, In this, the efficiency of one person will be given in terms of the other. Now, it will be given that A is twice as fast as B, or A takes 3 times more time than the B to complete the same job. So basically, comparison of efficiency is there. So this is efficiency based questions or comparative efficiency questions. This we'll be dealing with today. Okay, let's get started. Now, see, Amit takes twice as much time as Aryan. Okay, Amit is taking twice as much time as Aryan. Now, if this is Amit, this is Aryan, and there is another person called Raman. Okay, so Amit takes twice as much time as Aryan and thrice as much time as Raman to finish a piece of work. Together they finish the work in one day. What is the time taken by Amit to finish the work? Now, question is fairly simple. If Amit is taking twice the time as Aryan takes to finish a work, that means if I have to find the ratio of their efficiency, it will be 1:2. Okay, if he is taking twice the time, that means it is half efficient, or if Rn is taking half the time that Amit takes, it means it is double efficient. Correct. Similarly, it is also given that Amit takes thrice as much time as Raman. That means Raman is 3 times more efficient than Amit. That's it. Now it is asked, what is the time taken by Amit to finish the work? Now see, one more statement is given. Together they finish the work in one day. So in one day they are able to finish the work. Now in one day, it means what? Let us assume their efficiency are 1, 2, 3 only. Now what you get? Effective efficiency. If they all are working together, then you get effective efficiency is equals to 1 plus 2 plus 3, that is 6. Correct. Now it is said that within one day they were able to complete the work. Now work is equals to what? Work is equals to time into efficiency. Time taken is one day into effective efficiency. Here is 6. So what you got? Work is equals to 6 units. So in total there is 6 units of work. Correct. This you get. So what is asked? What is the time taken by Amit to finish the work? If total work is 6 units, what is the efficiency of Amit? Amit's efficiency is 1. So 6 by 1. That means he will take 6 days to do it alone. That's it. Understood? Fairly simple. What you have to calculate is the ratio of their efficiencies. Then it becomes fairly easy. Understood? Okay. Let's move forward. Then let's do this. This was asked in UPSC 2007. Now it says A and B can together complete a work in 5 days. Okay. If A works twice his speed and B works at half his speed, this work can be finished in 4 days. How many days would it take for A alone to complete the job? Now, fairly simple. What you have to do? Work is equals to efficiency into time. This you understand, correct? Now, I don't know what is the work. Let it be. So this is work. I have assumed total work to be W. Now, let's see the efficiency in first case. So, I have assumed efficiency of A is A and efficiency of B is B. So, A and B can complete a work in 5 days. So, together they can complete it in 5 days. So, effective efficiency in those 5 days will be efficiency of A plus efficiency of B into 5, which is the total time taken. Correct? 5 days efficiency combined is completing the work. First equation is this. Second equation is this. Second equation is if A works at twice his speed. Okay, so that means efficiency of A becomes 2A plus B at half of his speed. So B has reduced his speed to half, or reduced his efficiency to half. So this becomes B by 2. Now how many days they have to work? They have to work only 4 days to finish the same work, that is W. Now it is asked, how many days would it take for A to complete the job? Really simple. First we have to calculate work in terms of A or B, and then we can simply divide it by the efficiency of A and get the answer, because it is asked for A. So let's try to eliminate B in both of these equations. How can you do that? W, W, equate them both. So what you get? Here you will get 5a plus 5b is equals to, this I have multiplied 4. If I multiply, this becomes 8a plus 4 into b by 2 gives you 2b. 2b you can send here, it becomes 3b. 8a minus 5a is 3a. 3 and 3 can cancel out. So efficiency of b and efficiency of a is exactly equal. Now if their efficiencies are equal, what you can do, you can put them anywhere. Let's say you put here, so what you get, work is equals to a plus b into 5, or a plus, in place of b I can write again a into 5 because a and b have same efficiency. So this becomes 2a into 5 or 10a. So work came out to be 10a. Now similar to that question that we had seen before, this is actually what? This is work is equals to 10 into A. A is efficiency. Compare it with work is equals to time into efficiency. Efficiency of A is written here. So what this will give you? Time taken by A to complete the work. So this came out to be 10 days. That's it. Simply what you have to do, you have to equate work. Work is efficiency, effective efficiency into time. Efficiency is changing for the first scenario you wrote, and then for the second scenario you wrote the efficiencies multiplied by number of days, that gives you work. That's it. Then next, yeah, let's do this. This was a question from CSAT 2021. What it says, a man completes 7 by 8 of a job in 21 days. Okay, fair. Let him do 7 by 8 of a job is done in 21 days. Now how many more days will it take for him to finish the job if the quantum of work is further increased by 50%? Now efficiency is not changing, efficiency is same, but the quantum of work is changing. Of course if you go very technical, then this is not a directly efficiency based question, but the thing is usually work is remain constant and efficiency changes. Okay, in this what is happening, that efficiency is same but the work is changing. It's a rare question. Now see, it will be exactly same, just the work will change for scenario 1 and scenario 2. So 7 by 8 of the work is done in 21 days. That means one work or 100% of the work. Remember, we calculate one is considered whole or 100% is considered whole. So one, that is complete work, will be done in how many days? So it will be 21 into 8 by 7. How many times? 1 time, 3 times. 1 came out to be 24 days. That means 7 by 8 of the total work is done in 21 days. Then total work will be done in how many days? 24 days. Now this you understand. Now after that it is said, if the quantum of the work is further increased by 50%, that means whatever was the W, now it became increased by 50%, means what? W into 150 by 100 or 1.5 W. Now for one it is taking 24 days for one, for W to be completed, for one or for W to be completed it is taking 24 days. Now the question says, to complete 1.5 W, how many days will be taken? So how many days? Multiply both sides by 1.5. What you get? 24 into 1.5 or 3 by 2. 1 time, 12 time, 12 3s are 36 days. Correct? So this will be completed in 36 days. Now the question says, if the quantum of work is further increased by 50%, how many more days will be required? How many more days will it require? Correct. So original days is 21, now it has become 36. What is the number of more days? Difference between the two. So 36 minus 21, that is 15 more days will be required. This becomes your answer. Understood? Simple. Same thing, we have to do this simple unitary method. Okay, then Yeah, let's do this last. Now, this is a question from CSAT 2017. P works thrice as fast as Q, whereas P and Q together can work 4 times as fast as R. Okay, so let's take efficiency of P to be P, efficiency of Q to be Q, and efficiency of R to be R. Efficiency of P is P, of Q is Q, of R is R. Simple. Now, what is the first thing? These are efficiencies. These are efficiencies. Now, P works thrice as fast as Q. It means P is equals to 3Q. That is, efficiency of P is thrice that of Q. Now, next is what? Whereas P and Q together can work 4 times as fast as R. So, P plus Q is equals to 4 times as fast as whatever is the efficiency of R. Now, instead of P, I put this 3Q. So what I get? 3Q plus Q is equals to 4R, or 4Q is equals to 4R, or Q is equals to R. Correct? So Q and R efficiency became equal. Now if I ask you what is the ratio of efficiency of P, Q and R, what it will be? P will be 3, Q will be 1. Correct? Because P is 3 times that of Q. So 3 ratio 1. Now R and Q are equal. So 1 and 1. So this will be the efficiency ratio. Now you might have seen that we have got to the answer. Just understand one more thing. That is, here directly now it is asked in what ratio should they share the earnings? In what ratio should they share the earnings? Now generally, in general, earnings are shared as per the work done by each person. For example, I am checking copies. Okay, you are also checking copies. Now I check copies very fast. Okay, so in 1 hour, let's say I check 2 copies, 2 full length copies. I check in 1 hour. Now you check in 1 hour. You check only 1 copy. Okay. Now I check the copies for 1 hour, let's say, and after that I leave. You continue to check copies for next 5 hours. So you check for 5 hours, I check for 1 hour. Now, should the money be divided in this way that I get twice the money as you? Should I get twice the money as you because I am twice efficient than you? Correct. My efficiency is double that of you. You are in 1 hour, you are checking 1 copy, I am checking 2 copy. So I should get double money. No. Correct. This is not correct. What I should get, if let's say I have worked 1 hour, then I have only checked 2 copies. Correct. So this is the work that I have done. If you have checked for 5 hours, you have checked actually 5 copies. So efficiency kuch bhi ho, what matters is I have checked 2 copies, you have checked 5 copies. Okay, so you should get more money. Correct. Now understanding this is important, that is, it is always divided, or the share is always divided on 2:5 will be the division of money. Division of money will be 2:5. Why 2:5? Because that is the amount of work we have done. Correct. So it is always based on the work that a person does, not on the efficiency. But in this question, if you see, it is written if P, Q and R together work on a job. Now, because P, Q and R are working for the same amount of time, that is, in this case, I work for only 1 hour, you work for 5 hours. Correct. That is why there was a difference. Now I say that share is always divided like this. Whatever is the ratio of work. For us, if it was work done by me, work done by you. Now, in our case, what was the efficiency? Whatever was my efficiency into whatever time I worked. Now, in your case, what is the efficiency you have into the number of hours you work? Let's say there is third student, efficiency of third student into number of hours he worked. This will be the ratio. Correct. But in this question, because P, Q and R are working for the same amount of time, so this T1, T2, T3 is actually equal. So make them T, T and T. And now you can cancel them out. That is why this ratio became equal to E1 ratio E2 ratio E3. That is, the money that was to be divided in the ratio of their work can also be said to be divided in the ratio of their efficiency. That's why whatever you got for efficiency, 3 ratio 1 ratio 1, this becomes your answer. But be careful that if let's say the question said that P and Q worked for 2 days and R worked only for 1 day, then it won't be in the ratio of efficiency. Okay, it has to be in the ratio of work because they were working for the same time. That's why it became equal to efficiency ratio. This difference you should understand. Okay, that's it for this lecture. Thank you everyone. Welcome to Legacy IAS. Today we'll be dealing with the last part of time and work. Now what have we done till now? We have done all this. That is, in the first one we had seen the introduction of time, work, terms like this, efficiency, what is efficiency. Then we did some basic questions in the second video. After that we did some combination based questions. A plus B together do this work in these many days. A plus B plus C in these many days. Then B plus C will do this work in how many days. So all those combination of people. Then we did questions in which one person leaves in the middle or one new person joins in the middle, something like this. So A and B were working for 6 days together. After that A leaves, then the remaining work is completed by B and one more guy C joined. So all those leaving, joining midway, those questions. Then in the last video, what we had seen was comparative efficiency. That is, if A works twice as fast as B and B works twice as fast as C, or A takes triple the time that B takes to complete a job. So comparative efficiency. Now this is the last one, that is number of men. Now see, till now till now what we were doing was A, B, C or some X, Y, Z. So different people were given which had different efficiencies, correct? This is what we were doing. Now this is not how always things are calculated. Okay, this can be only done in cases when you know these persons, their efficiency, this, that. Otherwise in most cases when you got one job to be done, then you calculate it in terms of number of men. For example, how many men I'll require or how many workers I'll require for 5 days to completely paint this building. Okay, then I'll calculate it, these many workers for 5 days can completely paint this building. Now I say I don't have 5 days, I want this done to be done in 3 days. Then how many more men do I require? Okay, or if I have luxury of time, I want this to be done in 10 days. Then how many less men do I require? So number of men we start using. Here a basic assumption is all men have same efficiency. So if you want your efficiency to double, you simply double the number of men. So the efficiency will also double, correct? If you want to triple your efficiency, you triple the number of men. Understood? Now let's see how it is done. So now this you remember, work was equals to efficiency into time. Now we used to take effective efficiency. Remember effective efficiency, A and B together, A, B, C together. Now see, so work can also be written as effective efficiency. Now all these men have same efficiency of, let's say, M. Let's say their efficiency is M. Now it depends on how many men I am using. So let's say I am using n number of men. If efficiency of one man is M and I use 2 men to complete a job, then I am actually using 2M. Or if there are 3 men that I am using, then I am using the efficiency of 3M, correct? So now this becomes M. N is the number of men into M into whatever is the time being taken. This is equals to work. This is fine. In place of effective efficiency, I have written N into efficiency of one man. So M is efficiency of one man. Now, another way or a more beautiful way of writing this is this. So you need to remember this: number of men into efficiency of one man into time. Now time can be in hours, time can be in minutes, time can be in days, whatever time. Okay, upon divided by total work. This is constant. That is number of men into efficiency of one man into time divided by total work is constant. Correct? Because total work may also change. In some question, like in one question we had seen earlier, that if the work was increased by 50%, correct? So work can also change. That's why we have written it total work here. Now if you send W here, you will get 1 or any constant. So that's why this remains constant. This is our main form that we'll be using. Okay, let's get to the questions. Now, see this. 24 men are required to finish a work in 20 days. How many additional men will be required to finish the work in 4 days earlier? Easy, easy. How you do this? N into M into T by W. Okay, this is constant. So for some other value of N, it will also hold for some other value of N and T and W, whatever. Now let's see in the first scenario what will be the numbers here. So 24 men, so N becomes 24. Let the efficiency of men be, of one man be, M. No problems. Now 24 men are required to finish a work in 20 days. So 20 days is what is the time, so into 20 divided by work. Then the question asks how many additional men required to complete the same work in 4 days earlier. So work is same. I write W again. Now I need to calculate how many additional men. So I don't know the number of men. So let's call it X. Okay. Now efficiency of one man is M. Now I want to complete this work how many days earlier? 4 days earlier. Earlier it was being completed in 20 days. 4 days earlier means 16 days. Simple. Now we just need to cancel them out. See how it will be cancelled out. W and W cancel out. Then M and M cancel out. What you get? 24 into 20 and X into 16. Let's divide it further. So this goes 4 times. This goes 6 times. Also, this 4 and 20 can again cancel out. So this goes 1 time. This goes 5 times. What remains? 6 into 5, 30. And 30 came out to be equal to X. 30 came out to be equal to X. So how many additional men? 24 men were being used then, and it says that 30 men should be used. That is 6 additional men will be required. 6 additional men will be required. Understood? Simple. Okay, let's move forward. Now see this. Now this is a similar question, just a bit different. Understand how you solve questions like these. So it says 3 men or 5 boys can complete a work in 20 days. This is not a combination. 3 men or 5 boys. या तो 3 आदमी लगा लो या 5 लड़के लगा लो. And the work will be completed in same number of days. The question says this, not and, or. That means, let's say the efficiency of men is M, efficiency of boys is B. Then according to the question, 3M is equals to 5B. That is, efficiency of 3 men is equals to efficiency of 5 boys. This is correct. Now if this is so, now I can write M by B is equals to 5 by 3. Now what I'll do, whatever ratio I got like this, no, I will just assume it to be the exact value or exact efficiency. So I will assume that the efficiency of M is 5 and efficiency of one boy is 3. Fine. These are the efficiencies. Now what I need? I need total work. अभी मुझे if I right now I don't even know the total work. So total work क्या होगा? What will be total work? Total work will be equal to the number of, you can take from any direction, let's say you're taking with respect to men. So number of men into efficiency of one man into time it takes. So number of men, how many men? 3 men can do this job. Efficiency of men, we have assumed it to be 5 by the ratio, so this came out to be 5 into number of days. In 20 days they are able to complete, so into 20, what you get? 15 into 20, that is 300, correct? 15 to the 30, so you got 300. Now 300 units is the total work. You can calculate it using boys also. You can see that the number of boys will become 5 and the efficiency of one boy becomes 3. Number of days they take is 20. Again it's the same multiplication, just 5 into 3 into 20. So it is same. Total work once you get, then once you get the total work, then you just need to see this combination and divide it. So time was equals to what? Time is equals to total work upon effective efficiency. Total work is what? Total work is 300 units upon efficiency or effective efficiency is what? 4 men and 10 boys. 4 men and 10 boys. 4 men and 10 boys. Now, what are the values? 4 men. In place of men, what you put? 5. So, efficiency of men is 5. So, 4 into 5 plus 10 into 3. What you got? 4 5s are 20 plus 10 3s are 30. What you got? 50. This is the effective efficiency. So, divided by 50, 0 0 cancel out. What you get? You get 6. That is, this entire work will be completed in 6 days. Understood? Simple. First thing, you write then whatever is equal. Once you make them both equal, then what you do? You just assume it to be their efficiencies. Find the total work. Total work divided by effective efficiency, whatever is given in the question. We had learned effective efficiency always comes from the whatever part is asked in the question or given in the question. So here it is asked 4 men and 10 boys. So you divide it by effective efficiency, get to the answer. Understood? Now, next. Let's do this. 24 men and 12 women can do a piece of work in 30 days. In how many days can 12 men and 24 women do the same piece of work? Now, you can pause and try. Now, see, 24 men, 12 women. But keyword here is and, not or. Many people solved this question using or, because वही आता था that they had learned. So 24 men or 12 women they did and completes a piece of work in 30 days, this that, and then they solve it. Wrong. What is given? It is given that 24 men plus 12 women, they can do a job, they can do a piece of work in 30 days. This is given. 24 men and 12 women can together do a work in 30 days. Now, next thing is asked, in how many days can 12 men and 24 women do the same work? Now, what do you think? 12 men and 24 women, in how many days can they do this? We don't know. Why we don't know? Because they are working in a group. Now I don't know how efficient are the women and how efficient are the men. I cannot make assumptions based on feminism or patriarchy. Okay, so no assumptions can be made here. I don't know if men are double efficient than women or if women are double efficient than men. I don't know anything. So this combination I cannot tell. Because there was or written in that, you got equal to, that is you got one equation from it. Here you don't get any equation, so you cannot determine it. So data is inadequate to draw any conclusion. This becomes your answer. This was asked in 2022. Okay, then last, yeah, what it says? It says 12 men or 18 women can reap a field in 20 days. How many days will 6 men and 11 women take to reap it? You can pause and try. Okay, see, again, process is now exactly same. 12 women is equals to 18 women, correct? Now just cancel them out. So M by W, 18 goes 3 times, 12 goes 2 times. 3 and 2 you got. Assume the efficiency of men to be 3, efficiency of 1 women to be 2. That's it. Now, what we did, just like the last time, total work we will calculate. Total work will be equal to what? Let's calculate by women this time. So, number of women into efficiency of women into whatever time that is given. Now, number of women is what? How many women? 18 women. 18 women. Efficiency of women is what? 2. Work for how many days? 20 days into 20. This gives you total work. So 18 into 2 into 2. 18 2s are 36. 36 2s are 72. So 720 units of work. This is the total work, that is 720 units. Now, how many days will 6 men and 11 women take to repeat? Now, you need to tell me time. Time is equals to what? Time is equals to total work upon effective efficiency. Total work is how much? 720, already calculated. Now, efficiency or effective efficiency come from the question 6 men, 11 women. So 6 men plus 11 women. 6 men plus 11 women. Now, men has an efficiency of 3. So 6 3s are 18. 11 women. Women has efficiency 2. So 11 2s are 22. What you got? 18 plus 22 gives you 40. Correct? Gives you 40. So you divide this by 40. How many times this will go? 0 0 cancel out. 72 by 4. 72 by 4. It will go 1 time. Then 3 will remain. With 32, it will go 8 times. So how many days it will take? 18 days. That's it. Got it? So this is how you solve number of men based question. One was that formula. Okay. And if the same scenario is given, so scenario 1, scenario 2, you equate them. If question is given like or, this or form, then also you know how to do it. Okay, that's it for this lecture and this topic. We have completed all different kinds of questions types in those, I think how many, 5 6 videos. Okay, so these 6 videos are there, small 10 15 20 minutes. Okay, and your entire time and work is done. Okay, that's it for this lecture. Thank you.